around Dodge City and into territory on west, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad. The story of the violence that moved west with young America. And the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man. Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful. And a little lonely.
This here Dodge City you've been talking about, Harvey?
It's a far piece yet, I reckon.
And if you ask me, it's about as far away as a man can get without starting back again.
Yeah, and all this heat. Ain't this the dangdest weather you ever seen?
Oh, I don't know. I've seen danger.
Yeah. Hey, looky there.
Where?
Well, I'm a-pointing, ain't I?
Oh. Why, it's a wagon and a bunch of people cooking food.
It's only a man and a woman, Merle. Probably his wife.
Well, they're cooking food. Harvey, we ain't eating 2 days.
Maybe they'll throw us a little something. Come on. Hello, people.
Hello. Get down. Step over. Where you riding to?
Dodge City, if we can ever find it.
I ain't never been there. We're headed for California. This here's my wife, Lavinda.
Howdy.
How do? What's that you're cooking in the stew pot?
Oh, just potatoes and beans. Mighty little of that. Sorry we can't offer you none.
I wouldn't mind taters and beans, mister. I ain't eating 2 days. My twin brother here ain't et either.
Well, I sure am sorry, but there ain't even enough for me and the woman as it is. Had real bad luck finding game.
We was kind of counting on a little something to eat, mister.
Today's Sunday, too.
Huh?
Here, I'll give him a dab of it.
No. It just ain't enough, I tell you.
Joe, maybe we better give him something.
Merle,
What, Harvey?
there's too many mouths to feed around here.
That's the sure truth, mister. I'm mighty sorry. You better saddle up and move on.
I don't know if we're ready.
Now, look, mister.
Now, don't reach for that rifle. It ain't fitting to handle weapons on a Sunday.
You turn around, mister, and get out.
You shot him.
I reckon I did.
My husband. You killed my husband.
He had no call to poke his weapon at us that way. All we want's his dinner.
Joe. Oh, Joe.
Dang fool.
Joe.
Merle, make that woman shut up.
Are we going to eat, Harvey?
Joe.
Might as well.
Joe.
Lady, please. We're kind of sorry about how things turned out.
Kind of sorry.
Makes us feel bad to hear you carrying on so.
Kind of sorry. Hear that, Joe? We're kind of sorry. Sorry you're dead.
Oh, now, lady.
Funny, ain't it, Joe? You kind of sorry too, Joe.
Where you going, lady? Lady!
Where's the woman going, Merle?
She didn't tell me, Harvey. She just kept talking to herself and walked away.
It's just as well. One thing I can't stand is noisy woman.
Me too. Say, that looks good.
And load your plates. We can eat our fill now.
Uh-huh. It ain't half bad. Say, we got to do something about that team of horses tied up out over there.
Now, Merle, we ain't going to thieve 'em. Oh, never did hold for stealing, remember?
Oh, I wouldn't steal nothing, Harvey. You know that. But we can't leave them poor beasts tied up. It'd be downright cruel.
Well, then turn them loose. I don't reckon these people will need 'em anymore anyhow.
Give me another bunch of that stew, Harvey. It's mighty tasty.
I swear I just can't understand it, Mr. Dillon. What in the world was she doing way out there?
I don't know, Chester.
Poor little thing. All alone like she was. What you reckon killed her?
Thirst, I imagine. No one could last long this far out on the prairie without water.
Awful hard to die like that, ain't it? All alone, I mean.
Yeah.
Well, I sure am glad we fixed that little marker for her grave, though. Somehow it kind of helps, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Look yonder, Mr. Dillon. Must be another immigrant heading west by the looks of that wagon.
It's a funny place to make camp, though. In the middle of the day.
Ain't no smoke coming up.
No.
Well, say, there's a man lying asleep right near the fire pit. See there?
Yeah, if he is asleep.
What do you mean?
Come on.
Why, he's dead, Mr. Jones. You reckon it was Indians?
I don't know, but at least he's not scalped.
Fire's cold. It looks like there was a bunch of people eating here. All in pans and that stew pot.
And there's something else.
What?
This apron.
Well, if there was a woman here, she'd... So this is where she come from. That woman we buried.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Well, why in the world would she wander off like that from camp?
Whoever killed this man probably ran her off.
Oh, nobody wouldn't do a thing like that, Mr. Jones. Would they?
Let's take a look in the wagon.
Don't look like they had nothing worth stealing, does it?
Poor as church mice.
Well, then what'd they get killed for if it wasn't Indians and nobody never stole nothing?
Chester, who killed these people or why is beyond me.
It sure don't make sense, does it?
No, none at all. Well, I guess the only thing we can do now is get him buried.
Yes, sir. Merle, is that you?
Yeah. What you want, Harvey?
Where you been at?
Oh, I was out cutting the jagged wood for the fire. Why?
And took you long enough.
I don't want to have to go back for more in the dark, Harvey.
Don't you like this camp, Merle?
Oh, it's a tolerable fair camp. Why? Oh! Well, what's that?
A man on a horse. But I've had my eye on him some little while.
Good thing.
Hello, you.
Mind if I light a spill?
Get down, stranger. Bud Grant. Well, our name is Finney. Harvey and Merle Finney. We're twins.
Where you headed for, cowboy?
Dodge.
By golly, we've been trying to find Dodge for days and days. Where is it at, anyways?
Well, it's about 40 miles over yonder. Never mind where's Dodge. You seen any Indians, Grant? Indians? Any kind of Indians. We ain't particular. Are we, Merle?
Nah, Indians is all alike to us.
What are you talking about? You're as dumb as the rest of them, Grant.
Oh, never mind him, Harvey. Nobody out on the prairie knows nothing about where there's Indians.
What do you want Indians for? I don't understand. You leave it to us what we want Indians for. You hungry? Huh? Oh, yeah. I reckon I could eat something.
We shot an antelope this afternoon. It's been boiling in the pot there for quite a spell. Be ready for long.
Well, that's mighty good of you. Sit down, Grant. I'll get me a knife and poke around the pot some. Meat might be done already. I better see to my horse first.
Oh, I'll stake him out for you, Grant. You're probably plumb tuckered out riding all day.
Just pour yourself some coffee. Oh, thank you. I sure ain't used to hospitality like this. Being Sunday, we ain't hardly done a thing all day, Grant. That's right. I plumb forgot about Sunday. Man ought to rest one day a week, huh? Our pa always said so. He must have been a right religious man, your pa. Yep. Sundays he was always sleeping off a drunk. He didn't hold to fighting and killing on the Sabbath. No. Well, last Sunday somebody sure must have got drunk. Or something. Why? A family got wiped out east of here. Some pilgrims traveling to California. Man and his wife. Indians, huh? Doggone it. Why didn't you tell me there was Indians around? I didn't say it was Indians. Fact is, I heard they wasn't scalped or nothing. Oh. I declare, you can be plumb disappointing. All I said was it must have been somebody drunk or crazy. Are you saying it was us done it? Me and Merle? No, look here, man. I didn't say nothing like that. Well, it was. What? You did it? You killed him? Only killed the man. Woman run off. Must have died. You're crazy. You knowed it all along, didn't you? That's why you come here. No, that ain't true. I didn't know anything. Look at me, boy.
What's the matter, Harvey?
Got shot in his belly. It's a killing him.
You done it?
Well, I had to, Merle. He found out we killed that fella last week. Don't know how he figured it, but he knowed too much. Got to talking real loose.
I wish you'd told me, Harvey. Now I got his horse staked out and everything.
Well, go turn him loose. Supper's about ready.
All right. But don't you start eating before I get back.
I won't.
Evening, Kitty.
Sit down.
Thank you.
Want some beer?
Yeah, I believe I would.
I guess you heard about that cowboy they found out on the prairie, huh?
Yeah, a couple of riders found his horse running loose nearby and brought them both in today. There's nothing missing, though, Kitty. Not even the $30 he had in his pocket. No, thank you.
Well, maybe it was the same murderer who killed that man and his wife a couple of weeks ago, man.
I don't know, Kitty. 3 people murdered, and there doesn't seem to be any reason for it.
Well, it doesn't leave you much to go on, does it?
No, it sure doesn't.
Marshal Dillon,
What?
be want to talk to you. Sit down, Merle.
All right, Harvey.
My name is Harvey Finney. My twin brother's name is Merle Finney. Nobody in this town knows nothing, Marshal.
Well, I bet you two could teach him a lot.
Look at her. I sure ain't never going to get married.
You old ape.
What do you men want, anyway?
Indians.
We can't find no Indians nowhere, Marshal.
Nowhere at all.
What are you going to do, join him?
No, we ain't going to join them. We're going to kill them.
We come west to kill Indians, Marshal. You got to help us find some. Nobody else will.
Uh-huh. Oh, maybe they got a reason not to, mister.
Just 'cause they're dumb.
No, just because maybe they don't want a pair like you to stir up an Indian war. I don't know what your reasons are, but I'm telling you to forget about killing Indians and go on back home where you belong.
Oh, he ain't no more use than the rest of them, Harvey.
Wait a minute, I'm curious. Why do you men want to go Indian hunting anyway?
We read it in a book.
You what?
Now, that's a lie, Merle. You know Paul never did hold with lying.
Well, all right. We can't read, but a fella back home, he told us about this book.
It was all about Indians murdering white men, scalping them and everything like that.
So you came out here to murder Indians, is that it?
Oh. Come on, Merle. He's as dumb as the rest of
I
them.
told you he ain't going to be no help, Harvey.
Well, they act even worse than they look.
Yeah.
Well, you don't think you have to worry about anybody as brainless as they are causing trouble.
I sure do, Kitty. It's the brainless ones that are the most dangerous.
Matt.
What?
Matt, where are you?
Oh.
Oh, you're asleep, huh? I didn't see you over here.
A voice like yours you don't have to see, Doc.
Now, don't get a hump in your back. I'm not charging you for this visit.
Oh, then what are you doing here?
Why, it's Sunday. People are supposed to socialize on Sunday.
They are, huh? It's just my luck to draw you, then.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Chronicles.
Huh? Huh? Oh, well. Are you holding something back, Matt? Did you used to be a preacher?
Didn't I ever tell you, Doc?
Why'd you quit?
I lost my battle with the devil, Doc. The pay was too small to support my gambling habit.
Well, that's fine talk from the upholder of the law, the figure of justice, the citadel of virtue.
Let's go get a drink, huh?
That's different. It's fine.
Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, what's the matter, Chester?
Oh, them Finney twins, Harvey and Merle, there's going to be trouble, sure.
Oh? Well, what are they up to?
Well, you know how they've been talking about finding Indians killed? Well, for a joke, some darn fool told them Moss Grimmick's a full-blooded Cherokee. I just heard about it.
Oh, Moss Grimmick, you mean at the stable?
It ain't funny, Doc. That pair's crazy enough to do anything.
Yeah, you're right, Chester. Let's get over there.
Stable door's closed, Mr. Dillon. Maybe they ain't even here.
We'll have a look anyway.
Finally dark in here. I can't see too good.
Let's take a look in the back. Quiet now.
Yes, sir. You got that rope tied yet, Merle? Yes, I am.
Quiet.
Getting it, Harvey.
Won't you men listen to me? I swear I ain't believe you.
Oh, you shut up.
Mr. Dillon, they're up there in the hayloft.
Yeah, I see him.
Look, they got a rope around Moss Grimmick's neck and up over that beam they're fixing to push him off and hang him.
Okay, Harvey, the rope's is tied.
Let's get closer.
You can't do this, mister. I got a big family. Then your family ain't gonna get no bigger. You murdering Cherokee. I'm not a Cherokee. I'm German. Can't you tell that?
It don't matter what tribe, as long as you're an Indian. Push him off, Harvey.
Wait, you don't understand.
You got this all mixed up.
I'm going to shut you up right now.
All right, hold it, Harvey. You touch him and I'll shoot.
Marshal, thank heaven.
I mean what I say, Harvey.
Oh, it's that dumb Marshal.
Yeah, I knowed he was no good siding with Indians.
Moss Grimmick's no more Indian than you are. Now you get that rope off his neck.
I ain't going to do it. I'm going to push him off.
You'll die for it, Harvey.
No, you'll probably miss me from there.
He's going to do it, Marshal.
Harvey, now you listen to me. I'll make a deal with you. You come out to the edge of the loft so I can talk to you.
Well, all right.
See, Harvey, we was right. Now he's even trading for this dirty redskin.
Ain't you men got eyes? How could I be a redskin?
Indians is powerful tricky. We know all about 'em. Now hold your breath. You're going now.
Harvey, wait.
Too late, Marshal. All right, Marshal.
I said hold it, both of you!
You hit them both, Mr. Dillon.
I only winged them.
Hey, don't shoot no more. We're coming down.
All right, take the rope off that man and hurry it up or I'll put another bullet in you.
All right. I'm taking it off.
You let him come down first.
Hey, maybe he weren't an Indian.
Moss? Are you okay?
I think so, Marshal. Still just a mite nervous.
You better sit down over there. All right, you two. Come on, get on down here.
All right.
Oh, they ain't hurt so bad. He busted my arm.
Got me in the shoulder.
Doc will fix you up. In jail.
We're going to jail?
Yeah, your Indian hunting days are over for good, Merle.
Well, doggone. Then we made this whole trip for nothing.
Never killed one Indian, Harvey. Just a few white people.
Huh? What's that?
Oh, you darn fool, Merle. Why did you tell him that?
I wasn't talking to him, Harvey. I was talking to you.
You're the men who shot those immigrants, huh?
Well, Merle done told you. No use denying it now.
And that cowboy. You killed him, too, didn't you?
I didn't say that.
It don't make no difference now, Merle.
It sure doesn't. You're going to hang anyway.
Hang.
That's right.
Marshal, I think I'd sooner not be hung if I had my sooners.
But you haven't.
Hey, wait a minute. Merle, I just figured out what we done wrong.
What, Harvey?
We plumb forgot about how it was Sunday, both times. That man and woman and then that cowboy. You know, Paul never did hold for killing people on Sunday.
By golly, you're right. And today's Sunday, too, Harvey.
Well, of all the doggone bad luck.
All right, you two. The jail's on down the street. Just walk straight ahead.
Gunsmoke. Produced and directed by Norman McDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. The story was specially written for Gunsmoke by John Meston. Featured in the cast were Joseph Kearns, Ralph Moody, Jack Moyles, James Nusser, Gene Bates, and Sam Edwards. Harley Bear is Chester, Howard McNear is Doc, and Georgia Ellis is Kitty. This is George Walsh inviting you to join us again next week for another story on Gunsmoke.
Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of gun smoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad, the story of the violence that moved west with young America, and the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
When the Civil War began in 1861, there was no special services, and the chaplain's corps was in its infancy. The serviceman, sick or well, in the field or in the hospital, was left to his own devices during his free time. Then, the YMCA's United States Christian Commission was organized, with the approval and support of President Lincoln. Some 5,000 volunteers, men and women, gave spiritual, moral, and medical relief to soldiers and sailors of both sides, as well as prisoners of war. $6 million were raised to furnish supplies and do the work. They saved the lives of hundreds of fighting men and gave themselves untiringly. Today, along with the Civil War's 100th observance, the Armed Services Department of the YMCA is observing its centennial. Through the years, it has continued to serve our armed forces in this country and overseas. We salute the YMCA on the 100th anniversary of this work and for its services to young people of all races and creeds around the world.
I don't think I like Dodge too much, Andy. It kind of scares me.
Oh, it ain't a bad town, Millie. Besides, we'll only be here long enough to get the old wagon sold.
Well, that's the livery stable, isn't it?
Yeah. Who there? Who? This shouldn't take very long. Hello?
Hello, stranger.
You run this stable?
I own it. Moss Grimmick.
Well, I'm Andy Coe. I had in mind to sell my wagon.
Oh?
I was told you might buy it. It's a good wagon. A little old, maybe.
You must be kind of broke.
We just moved into a shack down by the Arkansas, and we're looking to get a start somehow, but we need a little eating money till I find a job. I'll sell the wagon cheap, Mr. Grimmick.
Well, maybe I can help you out. Let's have a look.
What's that? Well, something spooked that team.
They're running wild.
Pull it! Pull back! Pull out! Pull out! Millie, are you hurt?
I'm all right.
Are you sure? Let me help you down.
I'm too scared, I guess. Shaken up so much. I should have jumped.
Who was that man driving the team?
Ed Fallon. He runs a freight line here.
Now, Andy, don't start trouble.
The woman's all right, isn't she?
Can't you handle them mules, mister?
Now, Andy.
You do that on purpose?
Of course I didn't do it on purpose. Some drunk come out of the saloon and spooked him. I feel terrible about this.
Well,
man.
you ought to feel terrible. You nearly killed her, you darn fool.
Andy!
You got a bad temper, ain't you?
You just bet I have.
Well, so have I when I get riled. I'll fix you good for this.
I'm waiting.
Andy, stop it.
Next time, you better be wearing a gun, mister.
Oh, now you're threatening me with a gun.
No, he isn't. And you're not going to start wearing one either, Andy.
Well, we'll see about that.
What's the trouble here?
Hello, Marshal. Chester, it's a good thing you've come.
Well, this man's threatening to come after me with a gun, Marshal.
He smashed into my wife with his wagon.
He didn't do it on purpose.
No wonder he didn't kill you.
He didn't kill me, though. I'm not even hurt. There's no cause for all this trouble.
He shouldn't be driving mules if he can't handle them.
What happened, Fallon?
That cowboy spooked my team and they run off. I couldn't help it.
Well, you sure ain't done their wagon much good.
We were going to sell it, too.
Oh? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll pay for it. What's it worth?
Never mind about that.
With $20 covered.
I ain't asking for money.
I'll take it. We need that money.
Why, sure. Sure. Here you are, man.
Thank you.
You're pretty broke, are you?
We're broke, all right.
Maybe I can help you out. I'll give your husband a job, starting tomorrow.
Andy. You here?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear and I don't like it. Why should he offer me a job? It don't make sense.
My gracious, Mr. Fallon's just trying to be nice to you.
Looks to me like you could use a job, son.
He's right, Andy.
All right. All right, I'll try your job, Mr. Fallon, but probably not for long.
You sure don't make it easy. Anyway, my office is right over there. I'll see you in the morning. And, good day, ma'am.
Good day, Mr. Fallon. Why, you see? It worked out fine, Andy. I sold the wagon and you got a job.
Yeah. But I don't like that man, Millie.
You got quite a temper, son. Why don't you just relax and take your wife on home? Huh?
Yeah, sure. Come on, Millie.
Goodness me, sure is a hothead, ain't he?
Yeah, and a temper like that can cause a lot of trouble. Especially with a wife that pretty.
Oh. Mr. Fallon.
Mrs. Cole, I had to ride out in the country today and just stopped by your place to see how things were going.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Well, you look like you thought maybe it was some bandit riding up.
I didn't know.
No, I just wanted to be sure Andy wasn't home playing hooky while I was gone.
Andy wouldn't do a thing like that.
No, I was just joking. He's there on the job, all right, I'm sure of that. He's got 3 freight wagons to get loaded by noon.
Andy's a hard worker. You're going to be real pleased you hired him, Mr. Fallon.
Here now. You just call me Ed. We're friends, ain't we?
Why, yes, of course.
How about inviting me in for a cup of coffee?
Well, I'm not sure that would be proper.
No, it ain't nobody around. Ain't nobody to even know.
Well,
Millie, that job I give Andy, I'm paying him $1 a day more than it's worth.
I know.
Well, I ain't sure could use a cup of coffee.
All right, Mr. Fallon. I'll make you a cup of coffee.
Now, that's right neighborly, you, Millie. I like that just fine.
Hello, Millie.
Oh, Andy. I didn't hear you ride up.
No?
What are you looking for?
There's been somebody here.
What?
I thought maybe he was still around.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I seen tracks outside, boot marks.
Well, they're yours.
No, they ain't mine. I don't wear Spanish heels. Now, who was here, Millie?
Nobody was here. What's got into you anyway?
Now, don't you lie to me. You've never lied to me.
And I'm not lying now. Andy, you been drinking.
I never drink, and you know it. Who was here today, Millie?
Nobody. Nobody was here. Now, I won't stand for this, Andy.
Well, I won't stand for it either.
Where are you going? Andy. Andy, put that gun back. Put it back, you hear?
You're covering up something, Millie. I'll find out who it is, and then I'll put the gun back. Not before.
There you are, Matt.
Thanks, Kitty.
You know, that's better beer than we've been getting lately.
Yeah, I think it is.
Maybe I ought to start charging more for it.
On second thought, kind of flat, isn't it?
You're a hard man, Matthew. Say, how's Andy Cole getting along in his job with Fallon?
I don't know, Kitty. I saw Andy today. He was wearing a gun.
Well, that doesn't exactly make him stand out around here, does it?
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen him wear one since he arrived in town.
Oh?
Yeah, I asked him about it. He told me some man was visiting his wife yesterday. She wouldn't tell him who it was. I tried to talk to him, but it didn't do any good.
No. Never does in a case like that.
Evening, Mac. Kitty?
Hello, Doc.
Sit down, Doc.
Oh.
How about a beer?
Oh, now I'd like that.
Sam, bring Doc a beer, will you?
Yes, Miss Kitty. You two look mighty glum. Is something wrong?
Hey, we're just talking about Andy Cole.
Andy Cole. I met his wife today. Nice girl.
Oh? Where'd you meet her? Here in town?
No, I was driving by their shack by the river there, so I stopped and said hello.
So you're the one.
What?
Nothing.
Well, what were you saying about Andy?
Well, Matt's worried about him.
Andy's wearing a gun today for the first time.
What for?
He suspects somebody's been visiting his wife.
Maybe he's after me then.
This isn't a joke, Doc.
Well, no, I guess it is.
Andy's a good boy, but he's awful hot-headed.
You know, this morning I made Millie Coe a promise. But I think maybe I should break it.
What are you talking about?
She gave me a note to deliver. Asked me not to tell anyone about it. It was for Ed Fallon.
Fallon?
Did you give it to him?
Yeah, just now when I came in. He's standing right down there at the end of the bars.
Oh, yeah. You know what was in the note?
No, she didn't say. Just that it had something to do with business.
That's what she told you, huh?
Yeah. Why, you think it was something more?
I don't know, Doc. But if Millie wrote a note to Fallon, could be he's the one. Yeah, I'll be back. Fallon?
Yeah. Ah. Hello, Marshal. What's on your mind?
I want to talk to you about Millie Coe.
What?
Have you been seeing her?
What business of yours would I do, Marshal?
I'm trying to stop a killing, Fallon. I thought you might want to help.
I believe in law and order. You know that.
Then keep away from Millie Coe.
Now, look, Marshal.
Andy's wearing a gun, Fallon. You saw him. If you have been seeing his wife and he finds out, he'll kill you.
You seem to know a lot about this, Marshal.
Enough to know that you got a note from her today.
That note had to do with business.
Whatever it was, I'm just warning you. Stay away from her.
Well, what'd you find out, Matt?
I can't pin him down.
You tell him about the note?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you'd never own up to it anyway.
Well, I gotta make sure before Andy finds out.
Well, how are you going to do that?
Go out tomorrow and talk to Millie Coe. Face her with it. Hope she tells the truth.
I learned to jump double Dutch today. It's fun.
What, Susan, is double Dutch?
That's jumping with 2 ropes at a time. Anyone knows that.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Susan is one of the lucky ones, one of the healthy, normal children we all give thanks for. She can run and skate and even jump double Dutch. But there are over 250,000 other children in the United States who can't. They have cerebral palsy. They will never take part in active sports, maybe not even walk, but they can be helped. Through therapy and through special training, many cerebral palsied learn to live satisfactory and useful lives. There are 344 local affiliates of United Cerebral Palsy who support the hundreds of programs in hospitals, clinics, and special schools that are so needed. United Cerebral Palsy asks you to help. Contribute to the 53-minute march on cerebral palsy. Do it today.
More coffee?
No, thanks, Millie.
Marshal, I don't know what makes you think Mr. Fallon has been visiting me.
Andy's wearing a gun, Millie, and he means to use it.
I know.
Was it Fallon?
Nobody's been out here except you and Doc Adams.
Andy doesn't believe that.
Do you?
No.
Marshal, it's true. What's the matter with you men? Don't you take a woman's word for anything? Andy.
Oh. Marshal Dillon. You're about the last man I would have suspected, Marshal.
Andy, wait.
You stay out of this, Millie. You just keep your hands where they are, Marshal.
You're making a mistake, Andy.
You've already made yours, and it was a bad one, a real bad one.
Now, you listen to me.
I'll kill you, Marshal. I swear I will.
Andy, it wasn't the marshal.
No?
Andy, I think it was Fallon.
Fallon?
I came out here to prove it if I could.
How are you going to do that?
By facing Millie with it, she's a poor liar, Andy.
Was it Fallon, Millie?
There wasn't anybody out here, Andy.
You're lying. It was Fallon. Who else would it be? Sure, the whole thing figures out easy.
Now, wait a minute, Andy.
I know you're trying to stop a shooting, Marshal, but it won't do no good. I'll kill Fallon on sight.
Not while I'm around, you won't. You're going to go back to Dodge with me, Andy, and we'll have this out there and without gunplay. Now, let's go. Don't worry, Millie. It's going to be all right.
Andy. Oh, Andy. Andy. You.
It's me, all right. You surprised?
They were both here. Andy and the marshal.
Yeah, I seen them. I've been waiting for them to leave.
How long you been here?
Long enough to see Andy ride up.
He knows it was you. He knows you've been visiting me. The marshal told him.
The marshal told him. What kind of a lie is that?
It's true.
You told him, Millie. Nobody else could have. You got me in a fine mess now, haven't you?
I wish I had told him. I wish I had.
You're no better than the rest of them. Prettier, that's all.
You get out of here.
Not quite yet. First, I'm going to teach you a lesson. I'm going to teach you to keep your mouth shut.
Get out of here.
Like I said, not quite yet.
I ain't saw Fallon around town all day, Mr. Dillon.
He may be here at his office.
He better be. Well, Andy, where you been? I looked everywhere for you. Where's Fallon, Jenkins?
I don't know.
Take a look out back, Chester.
Yes, sir. Maybe you wouldn't mind telling me what's going on here, Marshal.
Like Andy said, we're looking for Fallon.
Well, Fallon's going to be looking for him. He finds out Andy's been loafing on the job. Fallon's paying Andy too much money as it is. Not for long, he ain't. You're getting $1 a day more than you're worth, Andy.
Whose idea was that, Jenkins, to pay him that money?
It wasn't mine. I'm only the clerk here. Besides, I don't have no reason for it, do I? But Fallon does, huh?
Ain't nobody back there, Mr. Dillon.
All right, where is he, Jenkins?
You sure you want me to tell you, Marshal?
Did he go out to Andy's place?
He was looking kind of worried after talking to you last night. Then he is out there. He sure is, and you're looking mighty stupid, son. Running all over the country while Fallon's out there courting your wife, having himself a fine time. Why, you...
Come on, Andy. Don't waste your time. Let's go.
See no horse. He's sure he must have come afoot.
I just got a feeling that there's something wrong.
Andy.
Millie. Millie, what happened to you?
Andy.
Well, what happened? Are you hurt?
I'm all right.
Fallon. Where's Fallon? He's here. I know it. Now, where is he, Millie?
In there. In the house.
Fallon.
He got shot. Who did it, Fallon? Who shot you?
Millie.
Millie?
I tried to beat her. She shot me. I ain't doing so good.
You better go on out to Millie.
Millie, I was wrong not trusting you. Why didn't you tell me that first day?
I didn't want any trouble, Andy. But I was wrong, too. I'm not telling you.
Well, the trouble's all over now.
I was going to the river to wash when I heard you ride up.
Come on. I'll go with you.
This is Dennis James to make a point about reliable, effective Kellogg's All Brand. Repeat after me, please. What do you want when you need brand?
What do you want when you need brand?
Reliability.
Reliability.
Now, what do you get in Kellogg's All Brand?
What do you get in Kellogg's All Brand? Reliability.
Right. There's nothing like the reliable Kellogg way to get the effectiveness you want from brand. Kellogg's All Brand is the real Battle Creek formula with more of the vital brand bulk to help you keep regular. Low in calories and mighty appetizing. That's Kellogg's All Brand. And take advantage of the special rosebush offer now on the package. Famous Queen of the Garden rosebushes, 6 formally patented varieties, every one a beauty, at just a fraction of their usual cost. Yours for only 50 cents a bush when you include a box top from reliable, effective Kellogg's All Brand. Gunsmoke. Produced and directed in Hollywood by Norman Macdonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. The story was specially written for Gunsmoke by John Meston and adapted for radio by Mr. Macdonald. Featured in the cast were Gene Bates, Vic Perrin, John Daner, and Harry Bartell. Harley Bear is Chester, Howard McNear is Doc, and Georgia Ellis is Kitty. This is George Walsh inviting you to join us again next week when CBS Radio presents another story on Gunsmoke.
Have a Happy Habit, Fun-Day through Friday with Bing Crosby and Rosemary Clooney on the CBS Radio Network.
Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad, the story of the violence that moved west with young America, and the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
Kindly nippy tonight, ain't it, Mr. Dillon?
It's getting toward the season for it, Chester.
I always hate to see winter come on. It's a lonesome time of year.
You know, I remember you saying last spring that you hated to see summer come on because you didn't like the heat.
Well, yeah, but at least it ain't lonesome. There's always something going on in summertime.
Yeah,
Dust and flies, mostly. Well, come on, let's go over to the jail, huh?
Well, anyhow, it don't snow and freeze up everything in the summertime.
You got me there, Chester. I sure can't recall ever hearing of any snow in the summer in Dodge.
Oh, my goodness. Another bunch of cowboys come to eat up the town.
Yeah, it sounds like they're feeling pretty good, too.
Looks like the Lazy T outfit, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, it is. That was Carl Willett, the trail boss.
What they doing up in the Panhandle this late in the season?
Well, I heard they were going to try to make a second drive this year. I've forgotten about it.
Well, they're going to have a mighty hard time finding buyers. Most of the cattle agents has gone back east.
Yeah, they probably contracted the herd when they were here in the spring. Come on, Chester.
Well, ain't you going to stop them shooting that way?
They're not doing any harm, just letting off steam. They'll quit pretty soon and settle down to spending their money.
I swear I just can't understand the way a trail driver thinks, Mr. Dillon.
No? Well, what do you mean?
Well, they'll spend 2 months or more working a herd north. Then they hit town with a pocket full of pay. They go out and throw it away in one night, and they're flat broke again till they get back to Texas.
Yeah, but they sure got a night to remember, Chester.
Well, maybe so, but doggone it, you'd think they'd use some sand once in a while.
Well, what is it, Kitty?
Up the end of the street, Matt. You better come. It's Red Bastion's wife.
Well, what about her?
One of those cowboys shot her.
Yeah, will you let me through here, please? Will you? Please let me through here.
Get through here.
Stand back now, will you?
Will you?
Please, will you stand back? Oh, Doc,
Oh, hello, man.
you need any help?
Well, no.
How bad is she?
Well, it's hard to say until I get the bleeding stopped. Bullet grazed the side of her head. She's still unconscious. Her husband's over there. I guess he can tell you what happened. I haven't even had time to find out.
Well, I'll go talk to him. You holler if you want me, huh, Doc?
All right, man.
Fred?
She gonna be all right, Marshal?
Doc's doing his best. How'd it happen?
Them halfway drunken cowboys. They ought to be run out of town and kept out.
Did you see which one it was?
No, it was too dark. Anyhow, I was across there by the stable when it happened.
Yeah. Where was your wife?
Melodia was there on the seat of the buckboard. She was holding the horses while I went to fetch some harness I bought. We were just fixing to go back out to the farm.
I see.
I heard them whooping and hollering and firing their guns. I come running out. Then Melodia yelled and fell off the seat. By the time I got there, found out what had happened, they'd rode on past.
That's a bad thing to have happen, Red, even though it wasn't on purpose.
That ain't no excuse, Marshal.
I know that. And the law will deal with whoever did it.
The law's sure better.
Now, you just take it easy, Red.
I've used gun law before, and I can use it again.
Now, don't be a fool. There are 20 lazy T-riders in town.
I never started nothing yet I couldn't finish. And whoever shot my wife's going to be a lot better off if you get him before I do. You can tell him that, Marshal.
Red.
You tell it to him just that way.
Marshal?
What? Oh. Hello, Carl. I wish I could say welcome to Dodge.
Yeah, I know. They're saying one of my boys done it. That's why I've been staying back here in the shadows. How is she?
Doc doesn't know yet.
Marshal, I ain't had a chance to talk to my men yet. But if one of them did it, I'll find out, and I'll turn him in. Now, you can count on it.
I was hoping I could, Carl.
You may be broke up a little when you get him, but you'll get him.
There's just one thing.
What?
You better make it fast. This thing could get out of hand.
Matt.
Huh? Oh, all right. Hello, Kitty.
You look like you could stand a drink.
Yeah, I think I could.
How is she, Master?
Doc's still working on her. He moved her up to his office.
Any luck finding out who did it?
No. Looks like it's up to Carl Willett. He's checking with his men.
Oh, a lot of good that'll do. Those trail drivers stick together like leeches.
No, Kitty, I think Carl will try to get to the bottom of it. I figured it was best to let him have first chance anyway.
Well, didn't anybody see it happen?
Not as far as I can find out. It was dark down there. They were all bunched together, riding fast, firing their guns.
Well, it's a dirty shame, Matt. I always liked her, what little I've known of her. She seems real sweet and gentle.
Yeah, I've noticed her around town.
Marshal.
Oh, you want me to leave, Matt?
No, you stay around. Carl, you know Kitty, don't you?
Miss Kitty?
Why don't you sit down?
You, may be sorry you invited me, Marshal, when you hear what I got to say.
Oh.
None of my boys shot at her. They was firing in the air.
Yeah. That's what they say, huh?
Marshal, I've rode with them men. At least 2 drives with all of them. 10 or 12 with some. And you get to know a man on a cattle drive, and you know when they're telling the truth. I believe them.
I see.
Marshal?
That's her husband.
We met last spring. I bought water off him for a couple of weeks.
You find out who shot my wife yet, Marshal?
I'm working on it, Red.
Why don't you make Carl Willett here tell you? It was him and his men riding down that street.
None of my boys did it, Bastian.
That's so.
Yes, that's so.
And what makes you think so, Willett?
They don't lie to me. If one of them had done it, he'd tell me.
Now, ain't that just fine? My wife's laying over there in Doc's office hurt bad, maybe dying, but it ain't nobody's fault. Nobody really done it because your men wouldn't tell a lie.
Look, Bastian, nobody feels worse than I do about your wife. But you're barking up the wrong tree.
I say you're a liar, Willett.
Well, you'll only say
All
it
right,
once.
hold it, both of you. Now, you listen to me, Red. Carl's only saying what he believes. If he's wrong, we'll find out about it. Now, you both just settle down.
Looks like I'll have to, Marshal. He's wearing a gun and I ain't.
I'll be glad to take it off.
No. Tomorrow I'll be wearing one myself. As long as you're going to cover up for the man that's guilty, I reckon it'll have to be you I come looking for.
Red, you're talking like a fool.
Maybe so, Marshal, but the way I see it, the law's had its chance and it ain't done much.
Yes, Matt?
Oh, Doc.
How is she, Doc?
It's a close call, but she's going to squeak through. She's resting easy now.
That's good. That's real good.
You can take her home if you want to, Red. I'll stop by tomorrow. She'll more than likely sleep for 12, 14 hours.
Well, could have been a lot worse, Red.
It don't change nothing far as I'm concerned. I'll be in town tomorrow, Willett. I hope you are, too.
Carl, I want to see your men first thing in the morning. All of them. Over to jail. All right, that's all. You can go.
Thank you kindly, Marshal.
Now you can call on the next one, Chester.
Well, that's all of them, Mr. Dillon.
Huh?
That fellow Tex there was the last one.
He was. We don't know any more than we did when we started talking to him.
Well, if one of them did do it, he sure is a good liar.
Yeah.
There, they stuck together like pups in the same litter. They all fired in the air. They couldn't possibly have hit her, and they don't know nothing. Every story just alike.
Without a witness, about all I can do is slap a fine on them for disturbing the peace and let it go at that.
Well, that won't satisfy Red Bastion, Mr. Dillon.
I'm afraid it won't.
Of course, now he's had a chance to sleep on it. He might have simmered down some.
Yeah. Wish I could believe that, Chester.
He's always treated his wife like a dog. I can't figure him getting so riled up about this.
Well, I guess it's a matter of pride with him.
Matt, Red Bastion's down the street there.
Oh?
And Carl Willett's standing on the porch of the Dodge House. He's been there all morning. He says he didn't ask for the fight, but he won't run from it.
All right, come on, Chester. Thanks, Kitty. If Red had just hold off a few days, we might still get to the bottom of this.
Think he'd be happy his wife don't get well?
I've never seen that man happy in his whole life.
There's Red in the street in front of the Dodge House.
Yeah.
Willet, come on out here.
Red, wait a minute.
Bastion, you're acting like a fool. Oh, my goodness.
Come on, Chester.
You drawed on me, Marshal. It was self-defense. They all seen it.
Yeah, I saw it too, Red.
He's dead, Mr. Dillon.
That's too bad. I was just going to talk to him.
Sure you were. That's why you pulled that old trick on him.
What do you mean?
Slapping your thigh with your left hand the way you did. He thought you were drawing, and he had his gun half out before he saw his mistake. That's when you drew and killed him.
It was self-defense. The fact remains he drawed on.
And the fact remains it's a killer's trick.
Matt? Matt?
Yeah, Doc.
I've got to get out to the Bastion place right away.
What's the matter, Doc?
Hey, it's your wife, Bastion. One of the neighbor's kids just rode in from the farm.
What about her? What's wrong?
Well, she's been bitten by a rattlesnake.
Doc's sure taking a long time in there.
Well, as long as he's in there, there's still hope.
That poor woman, shot like she was last night, and now being bit by a rattler.
I can't figure out how that snake got in the house. Ain't nothing like that happened before.
Well, cool weather's coming on. The snakes are starting to crawl into warm places to hibernate, Red.
It's sure the granddaddy of all of them. Pretty near 6 foot long.
Yeah, he was a big one, all right.
Look at these rattles I cut off it. 14 of them.
9 years I've been married to that woman. Won't go easy losing her.
Well, now, there's still hope, Mr. Bastion.
Last night that fellow Willett trying to kill her like he done, and now this.
There's no reason to think Carl Willett fired that shot.
There's plenty of reason. He wouldn't have stood up to no gunfight just to cover for somebody else. I say he fired that shot himself.
I knew Carl a long time. And he wasn't the kind.
Sure you knowed him, Marshal. Real good friends, the two of you. I seen that right off. That's why I figured I couldn't count on no help from the law.
I think you've said about enough, Red.
All I asked for was for you to do your job, Marshal. I sure don't see what... How is she, Doc? Well?
I'm sorry, Red. It was just too long before I got to her. She was awful weak to start with.
What kind of a doctor are you, anyhow?
Well, the best I know how to be. I'm sorry.
Sure, you're sorry. That makes it fine.
Take it easy, Red.
Looks like you got a visitor, Mr. Bastion.
Huh?
There's a wagon pulling into the yard.
Why, that's the same...
Same what?
He's a peddler. Tinware and stuff. He come through here this morning heading west. What the devil's he doing back?
Well, now, I'll sure bet you didn't expect to see me again.
What do you want?
My horse went lame on me out of the way.
I ain't got no horses to sell.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, say, did you get rid of that big snake?
What snake, mister?
Well, the one he had when I come through this morning. Said he caught it out in the barn and was fixing to kill us.
Hold it, Marshal. Don't move.
You know there are 4 of us against you, Red.
But you're the only one wearing a gun, Marshal. The others will be just like sitting ducks.
So you're the one who shot at your wife.
Now, wait a minute.
Then you turned that snake on her this morning before you came into town.
All right, so it's true. I wasn't going to let her go away with him.
With who?
Carl Willett. They got real friendly when he was here on that drive last spring. Yesterday, she told me she was going to leave with him when he come back. I ain't letting no man take a woman off me.
So you murdered her, huh?
You sure ain't going to leave with him now.
Rattlesnake, right behind you.
Where?
All right, drop the gun, Red.
Not hardly.
Thanks, Chester.
That was just an old Indian trick, Mr. Dillon.
Huh? Well, what do you mean, Chester? An old Indian trick.
Well, Doc, you just stick a snake's rattle on the point of your knife and snap the handle with your thumbnail. See?
Yeah. Well, may be an old trick, Chester, but it sure worked.
Gunsmoke. Produced and directed by Norman McDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. The story was specially written for Gunsmoke by Les Crutchfield, with editorial supervision by John Meston. Featured in the cast were Vic Perrin, Harry Bartell, and James Musser. Harley Bear is Chester, Howard McNear is Doc, and Georgia Ellis is Kitty. This is George Walsh, inviting you to join us again next week for another story on Gunsmoke.